YMCA family. How are you all this evening? Did you have a great week? I'm Jennifer, and we are here for some yoga so that you can decompress from the work week that ensued, and then you will be ready for the weekend. So I know things are changing. Big day for Virginia. We are on our way into a different experience out there. But remember, even as things are starting to change, it is still very important for you to take care of yourself, to be good to yourself, and to, of course, keep moving, breathing, and stretching. So with all that in mind, you need for this evening a nice, easy, open space. Whatever you have is great. And you need a band or a towel or a strap, however you want to modify it, so that we can use that, of course, to stretch your hammies, right? Very important. It wouldn't be a class without stretching of the hammies if I'm here, right? So, all right, you are good to go in your space, ready to start your weekend off properly, right? So let's go ahead and park those hands right there on those knees. We're gonna lift up tall. Shoulders are positioned over hips, and that spine is as long as it can be. Let's begin by closing your eyes. Close your eyes. Exhale the week that was the week that was past, right? So inhale, breathe in, and exhale all the stress, all the worry of your work week. And let's do that again. Inhale into the body, noticing how you feel. And then as you exhale, let go of all those thoughts bumping around in your head. Bring yourself right here into this space. Take another breath. Inhale, expand that chest, lifting up tall as you do so. And then exhale, let it go, and just be in this space. We're going to carefully here just start to loosen up that body, so roll that head around. Let's make some easy circular rotations, right? Exhale to bring that chin down and forward. And then inhale to lift that head up to the top. Very nice. Good. How about we reverse the direction of that rotation? Inhaling up and exhaling down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and finish with that chin dipping down towards the chest. So the rest of the spine is straight. That chin just dips forward. If you need a little extra stretch, maybe here place your hands just on the back of that head, just a little bit of pressure, not much. And release. Good job. Lift up tall. Give yourself an easy twist to one side. And then an easy twist to the other side. Fantastic. Back to the center. Bring those hands together, interlace those fellas, and let's press those hands forward, way out in front of you. So we get that nice stretch into that back, into the shoulders. Press, press. Release those hands, scoop those arms out to the side, lift up tall, reach and extend, look up, lift up. Grow here. Lovely. Dip yourselves over to one side, still reaching out through those fingertips. A little reach and lift. Other side, reach and lift. Fantastic. Bring those hands here right behind your head. Maybe just place those fingertips there on the back of the head. And let's try to squeeze your elbows back behind you. So in turn, we're opening up the chest. There might be a little arch in that back. Then you can lift your chin to the sky. Open. Big breath here. Inhale, breathe in. And then exhale, release. Float those hands right on down to the mat. And we're just gonna bring those palms right down to the floor. Lift up tall through that spine. Ears are lifted. Take a breath. And release it. Fantastic. Float those hands back to those knees. Wiggle out that upper body perhaps just a bit. And let's go ahead here and release those legs. Right away, park those feet on the mat. Lift up tall, nice straight spine. Beautiful. Take those feet, both feet, over to the, I've got my legs over here on the left. So just bring your legs on over to the side. If you need to modify, as always, please do. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring that hand to that knee and come back into that twist. There's that twist. Release to the center, counter pose towards those legs. And then we'll come back to the center, park that hand out to the side, out and away from those hips. Scoop that opposite arm up and let's just reach over. Reach, reach, reach. Good, big stretch. And lovely, up we go. Take those legs to the other side, over we go. There you go. Once they're cozy, let's find that twist, rotate. Counter pose towards those legs. And then we're gonna reach away from them. So park your hand here on the floor, scoop that opposite arm up to the sky and give yourself a big stretch over. That feels nice. Reach. And lift up. Very nice. Bringing both legs together here out in front of you. And let's just maybe bring a little bit of space between those feet and let's just loosen up the hips. So just a little flop from side to side, loosening up into the hips. Good job. Good, good. How about one more each side? And we'll come back to the middle, bring those feet together, flop the knees open, round down into starfish. And slowly scoop, round and roll up to the top. Bring those knees together. Very nice. Let's make our way out towards hero pose. And you can certainly modify this. I'm gonna point my left knee straight ahead on my mat, and I'm gonna do my best here to stack the right knee on top of the left. So my knees are stacked, hips are on the floor, and then once again, drop that nose forward towards those knees. Take a breath, scoop, lift yourselves up to the top, and we'll leave those legs wherever they are, finding our cow face pose. So right arm goes up, right hand goes down on the back, and then maybe you can just press up onto that right arm, or you can reach that opposite arm down and under. There's our cow face pose. Make sure that you're seated tall. We're trying to point that top elbow here up to the sky. Lifty, lifty, lift the chin and breathe. And untangle, untangle those arms. Good, let's try the other hero pose. So untangle those legs. I'm gonna place my right knee on the bottom, stack the left knee on top, and then wiggle into position. Once you've wiggled, over we go. Take a breath, scoop yourself up to the top, and then cow face pose. Left arm goes up, left hand down on your back, press up. There's that stretch, hold here, or reach down and under. Make sure your neck is free wherever you are, or lift it up tall. Up, up, up. Take a breath, and untangle. Fantastic. Untangle. And let's go ahead and reach those legs forward. So here, point your toes. And we're just gonna roll the toes back and push forward through the heels. Good, toes point. And roll the toes back so that we can flex the feet. And once again, one more time, toes point. Roll those toes back and push forward through the heels. Beautiful. Roll those ankles around. Loosen, loosen. And let's go ahead and loosen in the opposite direction. Good. Relax those legs. Wiggle those fellas out. Go ahead and park your hands here down on your mat. Lift up tall. There's our Dandasana pose. And we're just gonna slide the hands back. Flat palms. Press up. Reverse plank. Opening that chest to the sky. Breathing. Hips are lifted. And we slowly lower down. Good. Up to the top. Wiggle out those legs. Let's take a breath. Just use the arms here. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, press. Fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and lie back. So make sure you've got enough space there. Go ahead and tuck the chin to the chest. Round down, scoop into this nice halfway, half roll back position. Right? The feet are still grounded, but we're rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. And then we'll go ahead and roll and round down the rest of the way. Beautiful. Once you're here, flop those knees open out to the side, reclining butterfly. How about a little hip wiggle, right? Little hip wiggle. And then we're gonna reach those arms to the sky so we can engage your core a bit. Go ahead and interlace those fingers, point the index fingers. We're gonna take that breath, scoop the chin to the chest, curl the head, neck, shoulders up the mat, and there we go. Hold here, make sure you're breathing. Breathe at the top. Breathe, breathe. And release it down. Very nice. Scoop those arms out to the side, T position. And we'll go ahead and just draw those knees together. Lovely. We're gonna pull both knees into the chest. I wanna open up here through that chest a little bit more. So let's take both knees. Go ahead and flop onto your right side, wherever that is, and we're just gonna come all the way onto that right side. So my ear is on my right arm. Got a little bit of support there. And then we're gonna send that left arm upward. So it's still going to be a spinal twist, but you're gonna feel this a little bit more into your chest. So left arm to the sky. And then slowly here, let's go ahead and roll the upper body, right? Roll that torso back to that mat. So that left arm scoops out, be gentle. Roll that head to the left. And just come on down as far as is comfortable for you. So you can feel a stretch, hopefully into the chest, into the pecs. Very nice. Bring that left arm in and roll back onto your right side. So go ahead and flop over to your left side. I'm gonna flip over just so that I can still see you all, right? So I'm just gonna roll over here to my left side. Make sure your left arm is extended out, your left ear is resting upon it, and those knees are just stacked up. Beautiful. Scoop the right arm up to the sky. We'll take that breath and then just allow that right arm to reach back for the floor behind you. Open up that chest. Breathe. Draw that arm in and release. Come back to center. Good opener through that chest. Fantastic. Go ahead and flop back onto your back. And there we are. Nice. Park your hands here on that mat, palms face down, so that we can roll up into bridge. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, scoop up that tailbone. Press those hips up to the sky. Up we go. Once you're there, maybe you can interlace your fingers underneath you.
And then press those hips higher to the sky. Up, up, up. Very nice. Roll the heels off the floor. Up, up, up. Push those hips up a little bit more. Flatten out those arms, palms face down on that mat. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale. Roll the spine down to the floor, down to the mat. Release. Relax those heels perhaps. And then let's hug the knees into the chest for a nice big scoop. Curl it up. And relax it down. Good job. How about a little rock from side to side? Massage out that lower back. Beautiful. We'll come back to the center. Untangle those legs. You need your band, right? So let's go ahead and place the left foot on the floor. Loop up that right foot. There's that nice hamstring stretch. So push that right heel to the sky and let's breathe. Soft shoulders, continuous breath. Lovely. Reach up. Go ahead and take that strap into just that right hand. And let's just drop that right leg out to the side here, just for a little inner thigh stretch. That right leg drops out. So still push out through that right heel. And when we release, we're gonna make our way into revolved abdomen twist. Here and releasing that band, releasing that strap. Go ahead and stretch that right leg down and out along your mat. Let your left knee flop open here on the floor. Then we're going to take those right toes, reach those right toes across the body, and maybe you can grab those right toes with your left hand. Chest to the sky. Untangle, unfurl yourselves. Come back onto your back. Go ahead and maybe wiggle out a little bit. And let's go ahead and stretch out that second side. So take that strap, loop it up and around that left foot, left heel to the sky, hammy stretch. Excellent. Melt into it. And we'll go ahead and reach on up, take that strap into that left hand, open that left leg out to the side, inner thigh stretch. Press. And then release that strap, release that left leg. We're gonna make our way into that revolved abdomen twist. So take those left toes across the body, reach those left toes out into that right hand. Here we go, chest to the sky. untangle. And let's go ahead and reach both legs down and out along your mat. We're gonna take a nice big long stretch here. So send the fingertips in one direction, reach the toes out in the opposite. Big long stretch. Reach, become longer, reach, reach. And relax, beautiful. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Go ahead and scoop those arms on around beside you. And then let's bend both knees. In fact, once we bend both knees, place your right ankle on top of that left quad, and let's just give it a little through the whole pose here so we can stretch into that glute. Here we go, pull those legs in, deep breath here. And we'll change up legs. And release. Untangle those legs. Let's go ahead here, reach those legs both straight up to the sky. Up they go. Point those toes and then flex the feet. Lovely. Take your hands, place your hands on the mat, palms face down. If your backs need a little support, slide your hands underneath those hips. And then we're going to use the muscles of the core to lower the legs to the mat as if we were coming out of shoulder stand. So inhale here, and then exhale, lower the legs. Lovely. Once those legs have landed on that mat, give them a little wiggle, a little shake. Loosen them up a bit. And then we'll go ahead and bend a knee, reach down, grab a thigh, and rock up to the top. Fantastic. So we come on up to the top, toss that aside there for just a moment, and let's go ahead here. We'll rotate around, grab your thighs, sit up tall, and let's just find a little bit of a boat pose. So as you can, lift the feet up off the mat, scoop the arms forward, and reach the legs out. Find your boat, your Navasana. If you can, reach down and grab those legs, right? Legs don't have to be straight, they can certainly be bent, but let's see if you can't lift up tall here, bend or straight. I want you to focus on your spine. So the spine is long, make sure that you're not rounded, but lift up, long back, breathe. Lovely, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fantastic. Park those feet on the mat. Send those legs forward up in front of you. One full forward seated bend. Scoop it up tall. Inhale up. And exhale, hinge. Scoop. Round and roll up to the top, wiggle everything out, and from here, let's flip over onto your tummy. Go. Right onto those tummies. So we can start with Cobra, so tops of the feet on the mat, hands here underneath the shoulders, elbows stay close, scoop and round. There we go. Up into our Cobra. There we go. We've lifted. Float the arms back, flying Cobra. Up, up, up. Release down, making fist with both hands. Rock those arms underneath the lower body. There, you should be able to feel your hip bones pressing down into those forearms. Take your chin, glue your chin to the floor, and we're gonna find our Salabhasana. So let's point all 10 of your toes. Lengthen those legs, squeeze up those glutes, keep that chin down and lift the legs. up. Lower down, release. Very nice. Untangle those arms, reach those guys out from underneath you. Park your hands back on the mat, and once again, curl it up, cobra. Nice. Release down, press up and back. Stretch into Balasana. Let that back stretch out a little bit. Very nice. We'll go ahead and come on up to all fours. We're gonna open up into frog. So let's reach those knees out to the side. Drop those knees out and open. Keep your weight here forward on your hands. There's our frog. We won't be here too long. Just take another breath. And then release. Back to all fours. Scoop to the right in the puppy. Hold that puppy pose. Look back at that right foot. Scoop to the left in the puppy. And then back we go to the center. Very nice. Round it up, cat stretch. And flatten it out, neutral spine. Lovely. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate forward. Let's go ahead and come on up onto your knees. So once you're here on your knees, if it's not squishy enough underneath your mat, fold it back on itself, or you can always grab a pillow and maybe put that pillow underneath your knees, right? As we come on up. There, that way it's a little softer for those knees. So here we are. I'm gonna tuck up my toes in the back, position my hands on my lower back, squeeze the elbows together. See, we weren't quite done with backwards bends. Then let's go ahead and tighten up your derriere as you open your chest to the sky, and here's our modified camel. Open up. And lift tall to the center. Relax those feet. Let's go ahead and send one leg out to the side. Once you land that heel on the floor, let's go ahead and roll those toes upward. Scoop those arms up and overhead, interlace the fingers, and let's maybe dip towards those toes. A little dip. Breathe. And lift. Dip yourself to the other side. And lift. Beautiful. Reach those arms out to the side. Nice long arms. So your fingers and that ankle are connected. We're gonna take a breath and just dip over and take that leg with you. And press back up tall, reach through those fingertips, and down we go. Good. Bring that knee here up underneath you. Opposite leg out to the side, toes lifted. Beautiful, scoop it up. Inhale, lift, dippy, dippy. And up and over, away. And up. Separate those hands, reach out long through those fingertips, take a breath, and dip over. Excellent. Back up to the top. Right there, reach out long and down. Go those arms. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and pull those knees in. Fix your mat if you need to, right? And then from here, let's go ahead and flip up two hands and knees so that we can lift up into down dog. So there's our down dog. Our first down dog today, yes? Go ahead and walk your dog. Shift your weight foot to foot. Lovely. Let's give it a little lizard pose. So park those feet on that mat, take the right leg, scoop the right leg up to the sky, bend the right knee, swing the right foot forward to the outside of that right hand. There's our lizard pose. Very nice. Lifting that chin, looking forward. If you can, left knee drops, left toes release. If you're feeling a little bit fancier, you can come down to your elbows. Fantastic. We're gonna make our way back up to down dog. So up we go. There's our down dog. Push your head towards your feet. Take that right leg, same leg, scoop it up we go, bend the right knee. Now we're making our way into pigeon. So bring the right knee forward between those hands, release those left toes in the back, and maybe drop down to your elbows. Maybe you can extend those arms outward. Bringing your hands to the mat. Let's go ahead and open up that chest, lift that chin, left hip flexor stretches. Relax a bit, make your way back up into down dog. Tuck up those left toes, and up we go. Down dog. One more thing with that same leg. Scoop the right leg up, up, up. Bend the right knee, swing the right foot forward, nice and flat between those hands. There we go. There's our runner's lunge, lift the head. Leave the left hand on the floor, and let's rotate right arm to the sky. Balance here. And down we go. Right hand to the mat, step yourself, down dog, and then we'll take a nice balasana before the other side. So knees to the mat, release the toes, sit it back, balasana. Excellent. Take a breath, roll yourself up, check in with everything. So same thing, just with that left leg scooping up to the sky. So back we go, hands and knees, tuck the toes up, and down dog. Excellent. Left leg, scoop it up to the sky. First thing is that lizard. Bend the left knee, swing it to the outside of that left hand. Hold here, lift the head. Maybe right knee comes down, and maybe your elbows come down. And fantastic. Tuck the toes, lift that knee, step back, down dog. Time for pigeon. Left leg goes up, left knee bends, bring it forward between those hands, release your toes, and drop into pigeon. Wiggle around here however you need to, just to make it comfy. Up we go. Tuck your toes up, push back up. Down dog, there's that down dog. We've got one more thing here. Scoop up that left leg, bend that left knee, bring it forward between the hands this time. There's that runner's lunge. Lift your head, look forward. Excellent. And then we need to rotate. Right hand stays put, left arm goes up. Fantastic. Both hands on that mat. Step back, down dog. And from our down dog, let's go ahead and bring your feet and your hands a little closer together. However you get there is awesome. And then we scoop the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift up. Reverse swan dive, up tall. Reach and extend. Exhale. Press the air down beside you. Bring your hands to your heart at namaste. And close your eyes. Eyes are closed. We're standing tall. Feel that posture. Feel how long and lifted you are. Feel your ears reaching to the sky. Feel the balls of the feet and the heels grounded on that mat. Let's go ahead and lift your toes off the floor and float them back down. Beautiful. Take a breath. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Excellent. Let's go ahead here, still keeping with that long straight spine, but let's just have a seat. So bring your weight into your heels a little bit more as you sit back into chair and lift up. Excellent. Let's chair again. Inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Up we go to the top. Let's go ahead and add just a little rotation. Keep your knees soft, but from here, rotate to that first direction. Come through the center, rotate, second direction. Let's add that onto that chair. Back to the center, have a seat, rotate, first direction. You can set your elbow here on that thigh if you like. And up, we'll come up to the top in the middle. And second direction. Elbow comes down to that thigh. And up. One more time each side. First direction. And second direction. And center. For funsies, for balance. Always remember it is important to be strong, to try new things, and to have a sense of humor, right? So inhale, lift up. I'm gonna rotate to that first direction. I've rotated to the right, so I'm gonna see if I can't pick up the left foot. Set it down and center. Just see if you can't pick it up. Come on down. I'm rotating to the left. Pick up the right foot. Good. And center. Try one more each side. So come on down. Rotate. Whichever way you've rotated, pick up the opposite foot. And up. Right? Our balance isn't always perfect, but it is good to try something new and festive. So up we go. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, press the air down beside you. One more time, scoop it up, inhale. And exhale, press it down. Once those arms come down, interlace those fingers here behind that back. Open up that chest, soft knees. And let's give it a little hinge forward. Drop those arms maybe over. Easy knees, looking down at your shins, at your toes. Fantastic. Down we go with those hands, down to the mat. Walk it out, down dog. From our down dog, come into plank, our push-up position. Squeezing. Lift up, down dog. Forward into plank. Press up, down dog. One more time. Plank. And down dog. Beautiful. Knees to the mat. Release your toes. Let's go ahead and thread the needle. Here we are on those hands and knees. Take one hand, flip it over up to the sky, and let's go ahead and lower that ear and that shoulder down to the floor. There's that twist. Nice rotation. Push on that palm, come back to all fours. We'll thread the needle on the other side, so turn that palm up, ear and shoulder to the mat. Push on that palm, back we go all fours, scooping around. Flatten it out. Excellent. Let's go ahead here. Flip over onto your back. Give you a nice relaxation session today. So go ahead, round down, hug the knees into the chest, soften the shoulders. Let those shoulders melt down towards the floor, even if you are holding those knees, holding those shins. Let's rock a little, side to side. Excellent. Bring those knees back to the center, and let's add one more little twist. So flop your arms to the side, both knees flop to the right. Take a breath. Both knees flop to the left. Take a breath once you land those knees. And back to the middle. Excellent. Set those feet on the mat, slide your legs down and out along that mat, wiggle those guys out, and then find yourself a relaxed position for our remaining time. I'm just gonna come on up to a nice seated position so that I can talk you through this, right? So you settle, you wiggle into your position where you're comfy. We're gonna give ourselves a little massage today, right? Because it's Friday. So, in your space, in your comfy zone, eyes closed or open, whatever you need. Let's go ahead and take your fingertips, and we're just gonna give yourself a little facial massage today. So maybe start with those fingers here right in the center of the forehead and just gently let those fingers gently touch and move outward towards your temples. Just a little gentle stretch or a little gentle pressure there. Good. Float those fingertips down to your temples, and let's make some little circular movements here. Little circles. One direction, both directions, doesn't matter. You might even be able to make yourself yawn here. Floating those fingers towards your ears. See if we can't maybe grasp that ear between your thumb and your index finger and just massage out all parts of that ear. Working your way into the lobe, and then maybe pressing in and up on that little indentation, just where that earlobe meets the neck. We're gonna float those fingertips here down towards your neck. And let's just maybe press in on that neck in a way that feels good to you. Letting go, of course, of all that
tension? There isn't any, but we're just pressing on it, right? Moving then those fingertips down to your shoulder blades. Sometimes it's nice to point your elbows to the sky, dig in with those fingertips, and then just gently roll those elbows down towards your body. So that way those fingertips can really press in on that back. So again, do what feels good for your body. This is where most of us carry our tension. It's in our neck and our shoulders. So really work that. Right? And then as those elbows come down towards the body, go ahead and float those hands right down towards your knees. Eyes are closed, upper body, everything from the shoulders all the way up into the crown of the head is just relaxed and quiet. So let's make sure that the rest of the body is soft and gentle as well. Go ahead and exhale. Exhale everything in the body. Let's go ahead and start with the feet, the toes. Soften up those feet. Melt those feet into the floor, along with the lower legs, the knees, the thighs, the hips. Softening through that trunk, that center, all the way up into the chest, into the torso, into the back. And as you next exhale, go ahead and melt down through the length of both arms. So that entire body, especially the head, neck, and features of the face, should be feeling gentle and easy. Let's close those eyes. With the next exhalation, melt all of those body parts down into the mat. And then let's just turn inward and feel the body breathe. Feel the chest rise. Feel the chest fall. Feel the rhythm of your breath. And then from the breath, let's draw your attention inward to that mind. Just gently finding that soft, easy space where you're always peaceful, safe, and quiet. Let's relax in this space and enjoy a few moments of peace. Slowly and gently, let's bring your focus and awareness back into your space. And let's bring your focus back into that breath. The breath has become shallow, so let's deepen that breath. Inhale, expand that chest. Exhale, press all of that breath from the body before you start that next deep breath. Inhale as much oxygen as you can. And then empty those lungs of all that carbon dioxide. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Continue with that breath. And slowly, as you like, you can wiggle those fingers and toes around. Bring some energy back into the body. You might like here just to stretch out or roll over onto your side for another moment. Moving gently. You might even like to press up into a nice seated position. Wherever you are on your mats, seated, lying down, bring your hands here to your lap or to your heart, and let's close your eyes for a final moment of quiet. So come inward, thinking about your own uplifting idea, thought, prayer, or just a moment of silence. Lokha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this evening. I hope you are ready for a stellar, stellar weekend. Be well, be healthy, vitamin D, go outside, get some sunshine. Be sure to hydrate, be good to yourselves, and as always, go wash your paws. You guys have a great weekend. Namaste. Hi guys, I'm Jennifer. This is Montag. And of course, please go wash your paws after yoga. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.